Will renter's insurance replace all my stuff if it gets stolen or burned down? The nature of renter's insurance is that it covers personal property that you own and that is kept in a residence that you rent, do not own. An insurer that sells renter's coverage offers it in various dollar amounts. It is also sold on an actual cash value, ACV, or a replacement cost basis. Replacement cost coverage will pay for the cost of replacing damaged or destroyed property with property of the same kind and quality at the current cost of replacement. ACV coverage pays for the value of the damaged or destroyed property taking depreciation into account. Depreciation will consider its original acquisition cost, its age at the time of the loss, its condition at the time of the loss, and related factors. For that reason, the premium for ACV coverage is lower than that for replacement cost coverage. It will always be your burden to show that you own the property as of the time of the loss. The insurance policy will also dictate your obligations in order to collect, such as promptly notifying it of the loss, completing inventory forms, etc. It is a good idea for you to take pictures of the property that you want to insure so that you have proof of ownership. You should also keep a record of makes, models, serial numbers, etc. For the same reason. The more nuanced answer is it should, but whether or not it will is dependent upon the terms of the policy. The first issue is whether or not you bought enough coverage. Say you bought $20,000 in coverage, but you actually have $40,000 in stuff. It isn't realistic to believe the insurance company is going to cover more than you purchased. The second issue is whether your coverage is on a replacement cost or depreciated basis. Replacement will pay you the retail value of similar goods. Depreciated pays you a portion of the retail value, depending upon how used up it is. Another concern is if the stuff is limited by the policy. Renters' policies limit some property like cash and jewelry to amounts like $500 or $1,000, no matter how high the coverage limit is. Yes, but within the limits of the policy. If you have $30,000 of belongings replacement value coverage, you can file for lost damaged items and you will be paid for reasonable replacement costs of your items minus your deductible. However, there are limits on certain items such as jewelry, cash, weapons, furs, etc. If you have jewelry valued greater than the standard coverage limit, $1,500 total not per item, you will need to list those separately and there will be an additional premium cost. You should also check that you have loss of use coverage as well. This covers costs should you be forced out of your home due to a covered loss such as a fire, hotel, food, clothing, etc. Closing parenthesis. Yes, it will, and much more. Renter's insurance covers you personal items away from your apartment and has liability coverage built in. Most people who rent assume that the landlord has insurance to cover them. That is not true. And you probably have more personal items that you think you do.